Michael Costa, can you explain to me, as a New South Wales Labor man, why is Labor so keen to keep giving Kristina Keneally a life raft to stay in politics, even if it does mean, in this case, pushing aside exactly the kind of young, talented, female ethnic representative, a popular local, that it claims to want?
Well, look, Andrew, I actually don't blame Kristina Keneally for this. Politicians are entitled to have ambition, and in fact, some of them might even have talent that matches their ambition. I firmly blame the New South Wales machine, which is for the last at least 2 decades, certainly since I left there, it's just shown an incapacity to understand how to run a machine efficiently and effectively. What would have happened in the old days, and as I said, there's lots of people that have ambition, but it's up to the machine to say, look, your ambition and the party's, strategic interests probably don't align at this time. So can you please not, pursue this? Unfortunately, the Labor machine is so incompetent. I don't think it could run a Bunnings sausage sizzle at the moment efficiently. It's so incompetent. It's full of amateurs, careerists, and what really needs to happen in New South Wales is I think a committee of the sort of older leadership being brought in to sort of manage this place, because this is not the only issue. I mean, we had the same farcical situation occur with the state leadership with Jodie McKay and Chris Minns. And it's just a repetitive pattern of the New South Wales machine being a shadow of its former self. So, that's where the real problem is in New South Wales, the machine.
Well, I have to say, I like the way Chris Minns is handling the job. I've got to say, they may have got that one right.
I think they have, but they try to stop you.
Michael Kroger, it seems to me that if... good point. Thank you very much. Thank you for making that. Michael Kroger, it seems to me that once again, it wouldn't be for the first time, it seems, as far as Labor goes, affirmative action is actually for the little people. It's not for Labor royalty.
Well, look, I think Keneally shop soil as a political candidate. I think the answer to your question is she's there because Albanese wants another number, and even though she's in the right and he's in the left, she's apparently a number for him. But she was committed to the New South Wales people as a state when she was Premier. Then she said she was committed to the people of Bennelong when she ran in the by-election. Then she was committed to the whole state again when she became a senator just 2 or 3 years ago. Now she's committed to the people of Fowler. I mean, she's a carpetbagger, and I don't think she's a vote winner. I think she's a big vote negative for Labor. So if they put her into Fowler, well and good. I think she's a vote loser. And by the way, Tule, the Vietnamese woman who seems amply credentialed, let's not forget the hypocrisy of Labor. I mean, as Gerard Henderson and others have pointed out over the years, Gough Whitlam didn't want refugee immigrants in this country during the war, after the war. And he was bigoted in relation to the Vietnamese. It was Malcolm Fraser and the Liberal Party that took a very strong stand in favour of them. Now, I don't know the circumstances of her parents, but she and her family can thank the Liberal Party for their generous attitude towards people leaving a brutal communist regime after that war, Andrew.
Well, maybe someone in the Liberal Party should slide over to Port Tule and say, maybe you picked the wrong side. Sign up us. We've been on your side for many, many years.
For a long time.
She could have Keneally could have actually run for the seat of Hunter. That Labor seat, federal Labor seat, is now vacant. Michael Costa, after the resignation today of Joel Fitzgibbon, the former Labor Defence Minister, says his job is done. He helped drag Labor back from the left, he says, from some of its crazy climate policies. Haven't quite seen the evidence of that. And its tax and spend policies. He can now quit happy. How important has Fitzgibbon actually been to Labor, Michael Costa?
Well, look, Joel's a friend of mine, and I share, obviously, his concerns about the Labor Party. But I think he's very optimistic to claim that he's moved the party back to the centre. The fact of the matter is that the Labor Party's lost its way. And, again, the factors that contribute to this, I think, are the sort of nature of the career paths and the, transition belts from branch membership into the parliamentary party. Unfortunately, the Labor Party is putting more emphasis on those middle class, lefty, inner suburban seats than it will ever put on these sort of regional seats, and it's lost its way. But look, Joel was an asset to the party. At least he was out there, running the line, and it was an important line to run. But unfortunately, I don't think he has moved the party at all. And, I don't think you can move the party, to be honest.